alopecia, we can break it up into so many different types of alopecia. Today, we're just going to talk about how you can tell or how you can determine what stage of alopecia that you're experiencing currently. We're going to put them into two buckets. So one is going to be androgenic alopecia, which more so talks about male pattern baldness. Then we're also going to talk about alopecia areata, which is the alopecia that forms when you have small circles on the scalp or multiple small circles on the scalp. So let's start with androgenic alopecia. That particular type of alopecia is hereditary. So if you look at your parents, your mom or your dad, and they started to thin at the top, at the crown or the top of their head when they were younger, or they started to thin over time, that is known as androgenic, which means it's caused by hormonal differences in the body. This particular alopecia is often referred to when people talk about this particular type of hormone, DHT, that causes, when you have a lot of it in your body, it causes you to lose your hair. And so the DHT is something that you see often in men. That's why they attribute it or call it male pattern baldness. And even though women do have it, but they call it male pattern baldness because it's related to testosterone in the body of men. So one of the stages that you see in androgenic alopecia, right around the hairline, you'll start to see the hair be a lot more sparse around the hairline. You'll still have hair right above the brow line, but the very crown of the head will start to decrease in thickness of hair. Eventually, the hairline and the crown of the head, those two bare areas will start to move into each other, if you will, and you'll start to lose hair in that whole area on the crown of the head. Usually make somewhat of a horseshoe shape where the hair will start to come out, or you'll start to lose hair. If you are not trying to do something to reverse the effect of that type of alopecia, eventually all of the hair in the crown of the head will completely come out, and also the follicles will go dormant and your hair will not grow any longer on the top of your head. So it's always best, if you're starting to see your hair thin, if you're able to see your scalp through your hair is getting much thinner, it's always better to start treating that hair loss as soon as it happens. Sometimes it's very difficult to tell if you have alopecia or what stage of alopecia that you're in or you're experiencing, and I'm here to help you with that.